sangena thina amavulandlela ke bekunene kuphina kuphi emakhaya amadolobheni aseComplus takhona lapho ubukela khona SABC 1 Mzansi for sure senimukela bekunene kulesiqephu sethu saleliviki selihlelo lebathengi Yilungelo Lakho, it's your right. Mbukele ke ukhumbula ukuthi kusasa langa lensha phecelezi i-Youth Day. Utawukhumbula ke futhi ngeminyaka wa-1976 the youth at the time faced the struggle for quality education, but today the youth face different struggles including access to finance, including financial freedom. Mina ke ngisimpiwe ngongane asasingene endzabeni yethu namhla letawubuka ukuthi insha isebenzisa kanjani imali yabo. What do most young people spend their money on? I mean, you probably guessed it right. If you thought it was entertainment, alcohol, clothes, and gadgets, amongst other things. During the banning of the sale of booze and cigarettes, many people, especially the youth, could get their fix, even when these came at a ridiculously high price. But how can we turn the mindset of our youth today towards financial prudence when it comes to spending, investment, and saving? Well, we hope to be joined by a financial expert in a moment, but then also joining us, Sina Clara Mokhanyane, Yanage who's joining us Skype. She'll also be sharing her thoughts on how the youth should be prudent and savvy when it comes to financials and their spending. Ma Clara, sagumule hleleni sawubona ma.
Sawubona uClara munna khotla.
Okay, we do apologize for that. First of all, asosichazele ke ngeorganization yakho ukuthi yendani nekuthi ke bantu ibasita kanjani?
Okay, thina sibuya kwaSanka National Directorate, sinama organization of 31 la eMzansi Africa. Sinceda wonke umphakathi ngenkinga abanayo yeyidakamizwa notshwala. Sinama prevention and awareness programs, sine rehabilitation treatment centers, sine early intervention programs, ne aftercare programs. Lezo zitholakala kuma center wethu arendarama services for inpatient as well as community-based services. Atholakala phakathi emphakathini kuma 9 provinces esinawo eMzansi Afrika.
Okay, Clara, kulabo ke labangayati ke ingcikise kahle kahle yale nkampani loyisebendelako baya umuntu utakutshela ukuthi everybody knows ukuthi alcohol abuse is not good for your health, is not good for your finances, is not good for your social well-being. So yini lenibatshelako lehlukile kunaloku?
Uyazi thina sikhuluma kakhulu nge-substance use disorder. Yazi makhulunywa nge-disorder kusho ukuthi into akuna order empilweni yomuntu masebenzisa lesi sidakamizwa. Utshwala, yes, it's a legal substance la eMzansi Africa and it's legalized and it's regulated. Kodwa ukusebenzisa kwako utshwala excessively ugcina umuntu sekenenkinga ye-substance use disorder lapho seke-developa iy'nkinga ey'ningi especially zotshwala. Thina into esiyenzayo sifundisa abantu ngokuthi bakwazi ukuzinakekela in terms of early intervention programs and then also ne-prevention and awareness. Sibafundisa ukuthi umuntu kumele ukuthi aphuze ngokulungile, like for example responsible drinking. Sifundisa kakhulu nentsha yethu ukuthi utshwala it's not for children under the age of 18. And then sizama ukuthi sifundise nabantu ukuthi umuntu makabona ukuthi sekeneyinkinga ezidlulele akasakhona ukucopa utshwala sebuyamcontroller or uba neyinkinga ezikhona emphakathini, emndenini nasempilweni yakhe athole usizo eSanka sikhona ukuthi singamnceda ngetreatment yokuthi akwazi ukuthi ayeke kanjani. Sinikeza isupport kumuntu osebenzisa utshwala, sisinike futhi isupport nakumndeni wakhe ngoba umuntu makasebenzisa utshwala dedengu or utshwala excessively sekene disorder anesifo or sekedlulele kusifo esisibiza i-alcoholism, uthola ukuthi inkinga iba khona ekhaya, ikhona iaffecta nama-finances wakhe, iaffecta yena namsebenzini, akasakhoni ukuthi angayenza izinto bekejwayele ukuzenza ngoba lesifo sesithathe yonke impilo yakhe, sitshintsha umqondo wakhe, sitshintsha indlela asebenza ngayo, sitshintsha izinto nokukhuluma kwakhe nezinto bekejwayele ukuzenza akasana interest yokuzenza. So thina sifundisa kakhulu senza i-awareness. And then umuntu makafika kithi uyascreenwa, uya-assesswa, and then sikwazi ukuthi simnikeza yiphi program. Abantu bangaphuza utshwala bebonke but sibanikeza i-treatment, individualized treatment ngoba omunye isystem yakhe ayifani nomunye and nenkinga zakhe azifani nezomunye kodwa senza sure ukuthi bathola the best treatment abazoyithola kuma treatment center wethu. Si continue ke after i-treatment umuntu sim advise ngokuthi a continue after care. Yiyo inkinga eyenza ukuthi abantu abaningi umuntu noma sekebuya e-rehab angasakhoni ukuthi akhophe ngoba umuntu aka-attend ama aftercare sessions. I-aftercare ibalulekile fana nomuntu mabuya esibhedlela. Mabuya esibhedlela ufanga ukuthi unakekelwe kumele ukuthi ube ne-support yomndeni ube ne-support mhlambe kwi-community yakho ngokugula kwakho. Nalesifo i-alcoholism isifo umuntu unid ukuthi a-continue nge-aftercare. A-attend ama-AA support groups, a-attend ama-support groups akhona noma kukuphi kuma-organizations emasontweni noma kukuphi azokwazi ukuthi akwazi ukukhupha if uvelelwa inkinga ukuthi afune ukuphuza futhi or thola ukuthi ujabule kakhulu kube nezinto ezitrigara lokujabula afuna ukuphuza or kube yizinto ezimkwatisayo afuna ukuyela futhi asele. So sithi ama-support groups aftercare program it's a best program ukuthi imncede ukuthi angasabuyeli aphuze futhi.
Cha sosivulile ke mehlo ke Clara ngenzawa ukuthi inhlangano yenu yendani kepha ke from what you've observed, from what you've monitored and analyzed and from the kind of intervention programs that you've been engaged in, lenkinga ye-alcoholism ikakhulukati kulensha yethu yala eNingizimu Afrika inganani? What is the scale of alcoholism?
Uyazi ukuthi kunzima kanjani abantu abezi for treatment baba. Thina singareporta kuphela ngama-centers wethu ukuthi iscale sabantu abazayo baza for i-treatment ye-alcohol asikho phezulu kakhulu. Into emangazayo kakhulu futhi especially manje since sithola ama-stats ka-2019 ngoba abantu besicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe ngoba inkinga ekhona ye-alcoholism eMzansi Afrika abantu bazosondela baze for a treatment. Abantu ababoni ukusebenzisa utshwala kuyinkinga ababoni kuyi-problem and then abantu bancane kakhulu. Sina ngenze example yase-Gauteng is about 8% yabantu abaze for treatment e-Gauteng out of 100% besinga-expectanga, but we had an escalating 39% yabantu abasebenzisa idaga kuba yibo abaza for treatment. So you understand ukuthi singalindelanga ukuthi abantu be-alcohol bangahlalela emuva bathatha i-backseat. Abantu abezi ngalendlela si-expect ukuthi mabeze ngoba abathathi ukuthi le nkinga yotshwala iyinkinga and yiyo kakhulu ekhosa inkinga kakhulu eMzansi Afrika. Mawungabheka ukuthi ama-stats or inkinga zikhona ama-accident ayenzakalayo, i-crime eyenzakalayo, gender-based violence eyenzakalayo kaningi yenzwa umuntu under the influence of alcohol. So inkinga kakhulu and siye sithanda ukuthi abantu mabasondele baze bazothola usizo ngoba lesifo lesi siyinkinga kakhulu. So people are not coming forth for treatment and siyabanxusa siyabacela ukuthi sondelani lesifo lesi singasinqoba ngoba it's a disease enida support yomndeni inida ne-support ye-community. Nathi sikhona ukuthi sikuxhase to this journey yakho ye-recovery.
You know Clara, lomnye ke angasho ukuthi umuntu lomdzala nakanatha usuke akhokha stress noma ke aceza tinkinga tasekhaya noma ke tinkinga tasemsebentini noma ke tinkinga nje tetimali in general. So bangasho ukuthi bona ba justified singasho njalo ke ukuthini banathelani. Kepha ke yini lokubangela ukuthi insha inasetshwala? Yini lokubangela ukuthi insha ingene vele iba ma alcohol addicts? Ngoba angeke size sithi banetinkinga letingangako.
Intsha kakhulu i-problem yabo i-peer pressure bafakana ngekhanda. Omunye they want to belong, bafuna ukubelonga kule group le or abe ama-friends nabanye. Omunye it's because i-alcohol accessible, uyakwazi ukuthi angayithola noma kuphi ayithole ngobutsotsi because khona nabanye ama-liquor traders uthola ukuthi babathengisela labantwana ngoba ebonakala ngathi umdala especially bangakagcokanga ne-uniform yesikolo. And then abanye uthola ukuthi just becoming rebellious. Omunye is just entitlement. Yazi abantu cabanga ukuthi wazi kakhulu. Young people, they've got so many things ezibayenza ukuthi baphuze. Omunye it's a traumatic situation abuyo kuyo or i-depression. omunye abazali mhlawumbe bahlukene, omunye uthola ukuthi inkinga ekhona ekhaya, poverty, ezinye inkinga ezikhona ziyam-affecta, and then mazim-affecta ubona ukuthi inkinga kungcono ukuthi aphuze ukuthi akhohlwe ngale nkinga ekhona. Omunye usaba ukukhuluma ukuthi ngine problem ethize, and then abona ukuthi ngcono athathe utshwala aphuze. Abanye bathanda nje izinto, abasha bethu bathanda nje ukuzifaka ezintweni, ufuna ukuthi abonakale emphakathini, aziwe. So thola ukuthi nje uyaphuza ukuze nje asatisfy leyo euphoric feeling, yabona, ukuze abonakale. So yizo izinto ezenza ukuthi young people bakhona ukuthi baphuze. Nokuba nemali eningi, abazali abaningi thola ukuthi they don't have time yabantwana. Always umnikeza imali, pocket money eningi. Makamnikeza pocket money eningi, uthola ukuthi akazi ukuthi ayenzeni ngemali. We spenda kuphi nabangani, spende etshwaleni. So yizo ezinye zazo zinkinga ezenza ukuthi umuntu omusha asebenzise utshwala.
Alright, sesiklara asishiye lapho ke esitawuchubeka nenkulumo yethu emva kwaleli khefu. Nawe kumbukela ungaba ingcenye yenkulumo yethu namhla ngekushaya licingo ke ku-0117146918 noma ke 0117146919. Kwanyalo ke asisishelele ngasatitolo, siyabuya khona nyalo. Leli lungelo lakho. Asiphinde sikwamukele ke mbukeli, ngaphambi kokuthi sichubeke ngenkulumo yethu ke namhla, asasive ukuthi ke labanye bacabangani ngale nkinga yetshwala ke empilweni nasetimalini yentsha.
Yebo, kwi-culture sakhula. Ngiyaqala ngiphuza nginabo 12 years. Ngabo December ngiyakhula, sengikhula umuntu abamba 16 years waphuza. From there sebesiphuza ngama-weekend. Umuntu wakhula futhi wabamba 20 years semuntu akaphuza every day.
If I wasn't drinking, I think I've accomplished so many things, like 80% yezinto engizidingayo elifini. But because utshwala bulapho, utshwala bugenza ube happy, you know, utshwala bugenza ukuthi ukhohlwe nga everything that's going on elifini, because honestly we all go through a lot in our lives, you know. And sometimes talking, it's, you know, you just need to be under the influence. And especially me now, I like expensive alcohol. When you're under the influence, I mean, you don't think, you know, because you're happy, you know, you just blow the money. Kumnandi, and then so cabanga kusasa. Uyabona ukuthi manje sengishubele. Most of the time abantu abaningi bancamela ukuthi kungabi nokudla endlini, you know, baphuzi.
Ake ngithathe ipackage yami ke ngiresign ngoba lo msebenzi engiwenzayo uyatholakala. Ngawo ngampela ngaresigna. Mangabe ngiresign emsebenzini yaphuma ngampela imali. Khona nje manje into nje yamanje le ngoba nje kukhona le lockdown uyaphuma le mali. Mangabe iphuma le mali mina ithe nje mayingena yangena impela kuyi-Monday. Mayingena nje yayikhona lento ngempela serious ehluphayo ngotshwala. Kwakhona nje inhliziyo ethi hayi ngoba khona vele yona le lockdown, kodwa kukhona laba ababdayisayo bebedayisa nje ngama-backdoor. Ngathi ake ngithi ukuyothola kancane. Ngaya ngampela awungathola, awungabiza omunye ke umuntu wesifazane weza nomngane wakhe. Saphuza. Ngiyahamba ngiyalapha kuze nebhenki ngiya-withdrawa. Sengidakiwe, bona la bantu bayabona i-pin number yami la. Mayebona i-pin number yami la, ngithe sengidakiwe sengilele, bathatha bangijontshela ifoni, bathatha nekhadi lami. Bahamba, mase ngithatha ifoni bengisebenzisa i-app kuyakhona le kwenye amabhenki la. Basebenzisa i-app, bathatha baqasha imoto, bahamba benza bayiqeda, bayithatha imali yami bayiqeda.
Lokungichazayo ke kulele sikuvile enyalo ukuthi ke laba babukeli ke lesikhulumisene nabo ukuthi khona ke laba ubabadaka utshwala futhi ke khona labasho ukuthi utshwala bufakele inkingeni njengalo bhuti siceda kumuva nyalo-ke nyalo-ke sina Clara Monagotla yena-ke ubuya e-South African National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. Utasichazela kabanti ukuthi ingabe insha, how should they change their attitudes and mindset towards their finances? Clara, singakachubeki nekuthi-ke lokhu how it affects youth finances, sicela ukuthi uphawule nje kulelo kuvile-ke.
Okay, kwi-point yama-finances, abantu abasha kufanele ukuthi bakwazi ukumanage ama-finances wabo ngoba umuntu uma aphethe imali usuke angazi ukuthi ayenze njani. Kumele kufanele ukuthi umuntu aplane kahle. Yiyo sinayo leyo program leyo ku-treatment yethu ukuthi umuntu simfundisa kanjani ukuthi ahlele into zakhe kahle, and then abheke izinto azidingayo ngoba utshwala into ozoyisebenzisa manje izokudalela inkinga, and then kusasa awusana lutho and akekho umuntu okunakayo ngoba awusenamali. And utshwala futhi uma ungaspenda more money on alcohol, we understand ukuthi khona manje ke lockdown, most of the people imali yaseveka kakhulu kulabo abangakwazanga ukuthi bathole lo tshwala be-back door, kodwa bakwazile ukuthi basave imali yabo. Thina sibafundisa ukuthi mabahambe baplane, umuntu afunde. A young person can save the money, can invest their money, can educate themselves, babe nezinto abangenazo, or uthola ukuthi omunye akana izinto azidingayo ekhaya, or ancede omunye odingayo, so angamoshi imali ngezinto ezingabalulekanga ngokuphuza utshwala carelessly, especially uthola ukuthi uspenda more money njengobhuti oceda ukukhuluma ukuthi yena uhlangane nabantu nje angabazi bagcine sebamthathela yonke imali ngoba imali angeke ubuyise. You cannot reverse the time that is lost. You cannot reverse whatever money that is spent. You have to work very hard ukwazi ukuthi imali yakho you can get value for your money ngezinto ezibambekayo, ngezinto ezibalekile. Khona manje there's so many things that young people can do. You can do online courses, uzibhadalele lawo makhosi. If uyahluleka ukuthi uye e-university or e-college, sibhadalele lawo makhosi ufunde. Search, yenza research. Qala ibhizinisi lakho elincane ngalo mali leyo, whatever that you wanted to do, your vision, yenza sure ukuthi i-vision yakho iyenzeka ngokuthi uthathe leyo mali uyiphuthe lapho wazi ukuthi kusasa uzohluma uzothola whatever that you expected or whatever that you wanted ukuthi ube yiyo nakusasa. So mina ngithi umuntu omusha thatha imali yakho, we save it. Thatha imali yakho, we spend kunto wazi ukuthi kusasa you are going to achieve something out of it. You are going to sustain yourself ngale nto zabe uyenzile ngalo mali leyo.
Siyabonga kakhulu lo mbono, especially the re-emphasis on securing your financial future. Sasikhonile kutfola-ke bekunene chwephesha wetetimali sina Gerald Mondiambira-ke ulapha elayinini. Mr. Gerald Mondiambira, very good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the show.
Always a pleasure.
You know, there's always an argument, Gerald, that alcohol is a man's best friend. I mean, alcohol is always loyal to you. Alcohol makes you happy. Alcohol will never cheat on you. But then let's talk about the effects of excessive alcohol in a human being, particularly the youth, as tomorrow we'll be celebrating Youth Day.
Look, I think the main thing around alcohol is the fact that it's a recreational drug, and any drug is potentially harmful, especially if you become an addict. Now, many people don't actually end up as alcoholics, so they find it difficult to appreciate the impact of alcohol should you become an addict. So I think, you know, alcohol as a recreational drug done in moderation and according to your affordability, obviously it's an adult choice. But the problem is that many people are using alcohol as a coping mechanism in order to forget about the reality of life, and also in using it as a coping mechanism, they end up becoming addicted. And once you're addicted, you now reach that point where you sell your fridge, you sell your clothes just to get a drink of alcohol.
Let's talk about how excessive drinking can impact or rather influence your finances.
Look, excessive drinking is expensive. That's the most obvious point. And especially with tomorrow being Youth Day, we need to realize that the youth are very impressionable. And that's one of the advantages or benefits of being young. You can make choices, but we also need to see things from the perspective of young people. Young people are trying to find their place in this world. They're trying to stand out or in some instances fit into the crowd. And I think the main problem is that because young minds are not yet mature and fully formed in terms of identifying themselves and knowing what they want to do with life, they tend to go with the crowd. And unfortunately, the crowd mentality at this point in time is that alcohol is seen as very fashionable and is seen as something that is good. And so as a young person, for you to say you don't no to alcohol, you tend to stand out from the rest of the group. And I think the most important message to young people watching now is that, you know, you need to try and become an individual and start making individual choices and individual plans, because all those people you drink with, all those people you are spending money with, you don't all get the money from the same place. So because your money is not coming from the same pocket, you could be actually putting yourself and your family into a very dangerous financial situation where you have nothing or less, where someone else can afford to drink. So the message would really be, try and stay away from alcohol until you've defined yourself as an adult, until you've got a regular income, and until you have a standing in society where you can make that choice to say, you know what, I can have a glass of wine because I want to. But don't drink because everyone else is drinking to forget their problem.
You know, Gerald, I suppose that some viewers may have a problem with us taking a blanket approach on the issue of alcohol or the negative effects of alcohol. Because, for instance, there are some alcohol traders who benefit financially from the sale of alcohol, but then, of course, nothing good comes from alcohol, at least on the consumer end of the spectrum. How do we draw the line? How do we strike that balance?
Look, I think you're very right. Alcohol is an industry, and it's a choice. And for me, I am more of the point of saying, let adults make adult choices. So young people who have established themselves in life, they can make that choice. Or if you want, you can even say to young people, start a business that is about selling that product to your peers. So if you are somebody who says, okay, where's the business opportunity here? Sell to your friends who like drinking. You don't have to be the drinker yourself. Because I think it's not fair necessarily to paint alcohol as entirely bad, because it's an adult recreational substance which has existed since time immemorial. I mean, even in the biblical times, alcohol was there. It's about moderation, and most importantly, it's about not going with the crowd and also doing it only when you're in a position to afford to consume alcohol. It supports many families, it supports many industries. So yes, if you have an interest in alcohol, look at alcohol from the point of view of how can I set up a business in lockdown in which people can benefit from alcohol sales where I don't necessarily have to be a consumer. And if you're a young person who chooses to consume, understands the risks and what you're setting up yourself for should you become an addict.
All right, Gerald, let's leave it there for now. We'll take a quick break. We'll certainly continue our conversation in just a moment. Now, I guess it's clear. Ngiyathemba ukuthi bomlaleleke Gerald ukuthi uthini. Ndawuthanda kuva umbono wakho ngithi I mean the good and the bad when it comes to alcohol. Clara ke yena is from the South African National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. Ukhumbula ukuthi umbukele nawe ungaba ingcenye lehlelo lethu ngekushaya icingo lapha e-studio ku-0117146918 noma ke 0117146919. Ungachumana nathi ke futhi ku Facebook. Kwanyalo asasisishelele siyabuya khona nyalo. Leli Yilungelo lakho. Asiphinde sinamukele ke bebukele ehlelo lakho Yilungelo lakho, it's your right. Ngabe akhona yini emaphutha loke wawenda ngemali yakho ngenzaba yekuthi ke unasetshwala noma ke udle mankwebevu noma ke udle uye emashingweni nalokunye lokubuyisela ke lokubuyisela emuva. Sichumana nathi ke and share your views and your thoughts. Namhla ke sikhuluma about the impacts and the influence of alcohol on youth's ability to make financial decisions. Sina Clara Monagotla uqhamuka e-South African National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. Siphinze sibe na Gerald Mondiambira yena ke ungchwephesha ngetetimali. Clara, let me just bring you into this conversation. Ngiyathemba umvile ke Gerald about the good and the bad of alcohol. Can you just pick up on what Gerald uthusiten?
Yeah, into engayisho ukuthi yesukhulume kahle ngendaba yokuthi abantu abasha ukuthi babe nama plans Yes, sithanda ukuthi abantu abasha babe involved. Umuntu omusha makungekho nto ekhona ahlala khona elokishini or ekhaya in the rural areas angayenza ama-alternative ukuthi instead of using alcohol abe na-alternative plan, come up with ideas. Abantu abasha ba-creative kakhulu, banama-ideas amaningi kakhulu ukuthi bangazinceda. So whatever ekhona siyazi ukuthi kunenkinga yama-recreational facilities, siyazi ukuthi kunenkinga ama-resources, but singa-identify ukuthi elokishini esiphila kulona, what is it that we can do? Sine-National Drug Master Plan yethu esitshelayo ukuthi thina sumphakathi, civil society, we must do sibe involved ku-demand reduction, sibe involved na-harm reduction. And then into umuntu omusha angayenza, singaqala ama-coalitions, community anti-drug community coalitions elokishini la sihlala khona, senze ukuthi sikline indawo esihlala kuyona, senze ukuthi sincedisana, sifundisane ngama-dangers we-alcohol, sifome i-partnership namanye ama-NGO akhona, sikwazi ukuthi sifundisane, si-interact namanye ama-business or even youth organization or ama-skills development center, ukwazi ukuthi usifundise i-skill esithize kunokuthi usebenzise imali yakho uyisebenzise utshwala. Utshwala yes asali, yes njengoba uGerald ashilo ukuthi it's a business, yebo yi-business kodwa for people over the age of 18, and si-encourage abantu ukuthi mabaphuze responsibly noma sekuwumuntu omdala, kodwa umuntu omusha yena sifuna ukuthi akwazi ukuthi yena a-contribute kwi-economy yala eMzansi Afrika, angamoshi impilo yakhe ngutshwala. So sithanda ukuthi asibuildeni lo Mzansi Afrika ngoba i-COVID isifundise okuningi. There were so many opportunities esiwabonile ukuthi singawathola kwi-COVID-19. Young people babonile ukuthi kunama-resources angekho kumphakathi wethu. They've seen ukuthi there's lack of maybe NGO ezinceda, especially young people baku-lockdown ngezinto ezithize. You can start your own business, you can start your own non-profit organization ukwazi ukuthi unceda abanye abantu kumphakathi. So thina siyathanda ukuthi si-support ama-initiative wama-organization, and siyakwazi nokuthi si-train ne-young people about peer education. Sine-peer education program lapho sibancedisa futhi nange-project management ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi i-project bayirana kanjani, even ama-coalition bawarana kanjani, nokuthi saying no to ama-drugs barana kanjani, nokurefera abangani babo. If umngani sekephuza kakhulu excessively, unenkinga or afuna ukurefera umndeni wakhe, akwazi ukuthi sinikeze si-empower our youth ukuthi badila kanjani ngale nkinga, and then mase batrainile bakwazi ukuthi babe ama-peer educators, bakwazi ukuthi bancede futhi nomphakathi.
Indlela sidumatayo-ke Clara ukuthi sekulula nyalo ukuthola tshwala noma ngabe ngikuphi nje tshwala uyamthola, ngisho nebantwana nabo they've got easy access to alcohol. Lokho-ke sekuchube sekubhebhetela-ke nayindzaba ye-underage drinking kunasa kwetshwala-ke kubantwana-ke labancane labangephasi kwemthetho or the legal limit age. So ngabe singayilungisa kanjani indzaba leyo?
Uyazi lento iqala kuphi? Iqala emakhaya. Siqala emakhaya because thina sabazali we are so ignorant. Siphuza phambi kwabantwana, senza izinto phambi kwengane. So umntwana uyakopia yonke lento esiyenzayo phambi komntwana. Even if we are drinking responsibly or siphuza excessively or senza amapati or senza imicimbi, but abantwana bethu babona ungathi into elungile. Thina asicaleni emakhaya sifundise nabantwana bethu ukuthi utshwala akuseyo utshwala ukuthi abantwana fanele ukuthi bakuphuze. Si-educate abantwana bethu ngedakamizwa, sibafundise kuqale emakhaya, kuyeke kuphumele society, kuphumele nasey'kolweni. Siyazi ukuthi underage drinking abantwana bethu bayabuthola utshwala and baya-researcher, they go through. That's why it's very important mawumzali go through ifoni yomntwana akho ubheke ukuthi umntwana akho researcher in. Khona manje njengoba kuyi-lockdown, there were so many young people abanye bazenzela ama-concoction wotshwala, asazi ukuthi bayitholephi lento kanti baya-researcher. So thina sabazali we must play a role as umzali, si-play a big role, sikwazi ukuthi si-empower abantwana bethu, sibasupporte, singabafundisi ukuthi basebenzise idakamizwa or utshwala, especially in terms of alcohol, because underage sinawo lawo makhesi. We are very much aware ukuthi children abana 10 years omunye una 10 seke qalile ukuphuza seke nama signs and symptoms womuntu oyi-alcoholic and izwisa ubuhlungu because ibrain yomuntu omusha ithatha isikhathi idevelopa kahle in the early 20s cabanga una 10 or una 15 or una 16 yonke lento ibrain yakho befana ukuthi ikuncedisa ukuthi ucabange kanjani wenze izinto kanjani ukwazi ukuzinakekela yonke imicabango yakho it becomes tempered iyadisturbeka awusakwazi nokucabanga straight nezifundo zakho awukwazi ukuthi ungaziyenza ungacontinue and awubi ne-interest yezinto eziningi ngoba i-alcohol or izidakamizwa zidisturba the development of the brain very much concerned ngayo kakhulu hence sibafundisa abantwana bethu siba nama-programs njengabo early intervention siyenza i-behavior modification.
Okay, Clara, please hold your thought. Yeah, asishiye lapho Clara. Please hold your thought. We'll certainly continue after this break.
Abantwana bethu.
All right, asishiye lapho, and please hold your thought. We'll pick up on the thought after the break. Kwanyalo, let's take our first caller. Sina John ulapha eDavidton. Sakumele hlele sawubona.
Yebo, futhi kunjani?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Ngikhuluma na John ngempela baba ka-Big File eDavidton.
Siyakumukela baba. What's on your mind?
Ubeka nje indaba yotshwala nje. Indaba yotshwala inzima kakhulu ngokuthi lo mthetho loba ubekile ukuthi 18 years nganinathi utshwala. Lo mntwana lo akusasemntwana, sasengibaba, akusasengimama, sasemntwana. So kube mhlawumbe bathi from 25 to 30 years singaqala kunatha utshwala kuyale. And leyo nto kungabe i-chance ukuthi vele umuntu asala sangasanathi. Kodwa ngoba bathi 18 akusasemntwana kakhulu. So bengingacela ukuthi ugovernment ashintshe lo mthetho ukuthi utshwala from 25 to 30 unganatha. But ngale ngaphansi kwa 25 sengncane kakhulu lo muntu loyo.
Okay, so usho ukuthi lo 18 vele usesemncane kakhulu?
Usasemntwana, saseliswana lo muntu loyo, sasenge-under kwabadali bakhe. Akufanele nje anathe utshwala lo muntu lo, safunda isikole akaqede nesikolo.
Okay.
Akafanele nase-university.
Okay, John, siyabonga kakhulu ke kusishayela ke. Tini intetho ke tikhona ke they will weigh in on your thoughts. Now ke John uthi ucela ke uhulumende ukuthi no akayinyuse ke le limit noma ke le age limit ekunasatshwala from 18 to at least 25 ngoba ukhulume ke brain development naye the very same point that Clara has made ukuthi the brain development takes place in the early 20s. So if you indulge yourself in alcohol during that period, then it'll have adverse effects on you as you grow older. Asithathe ke likhefu siyabuya khona nyalo. Asiphinde sinamukele ke bekunene hlelo lakho ilungelo lakho, it's your right. Mhlawumbe ke le lockdown kube lithuba lokuthi ubeke like ubukede ke indlela losebenzisa ngayo imali ikakhulukade etshwaleni nasegwayini. Just how much money have you saved? How much money have you lost? Singathanza ke kuva indzaba yakho ke. Tincingo tethu tivulekile 011-7146-918 noma ke 011-7146-919. These are participation lines. Asiphinde sibuyele ke line sina Gerald Mandiyambila yena ke umchwephesha kwetetimali. Gerald, I hope you're still with us. Welcome back.
No, I'm still here, definitely enjoying the conversation. I think we have two arguments which are going on at the moment. There's a moral discussion around the benefits and the challenges presented by alcohol and alcoholism. And then there's the financial challenge. And for me, the financial challenge is quite simple. Already many families in Mzansi are struggling just to cope. And when you put in an extra expense for something which is purely recreational, like alcohol, it really affects the finances of many families. And young people especially are challenged in that by consuming alcohol, yes, they are also damaging their brains, but also, more importantly, they're spending money. So let's look at it from a financial point of view. I think one bottle of alcohol is about 20 rand. And let's say this young person drinks 2 bottles a day. That's 40 rand a day times 7. So you're already looking every week just on your alcoholic habit. It's 40 rand times 7. You're looking at 200, over 40 rand times 7 is 280 rand a week. And that's, you round it up to maybe 300 in a month. That's 1,000 rand already going to alcohol. So for many people, I know most people think that they're not spending that much in terms of how much they drink. But when they break it down, that's how easily you can spend 1,000 rand on alcohol. Simply by having 2 bottles of 20 rand a day, you've blown 1,000 rand a month, and already approaching, minimum wage for some people just on alcohol, excluding transport. So from a financial perspective, very few people can afford to drink as much as they are drinking right now. And I think that's where the challenge lies, in that we've almost adopted an alcohol culture in South Africa, where not only alcohol is acceptable, it's a big industry and it employs a lot of people, but unfortunately the people who are consuming alcohol actually can't afford to be consuming the type of alcohol they are consuming, especially in the volumes they are. And I think that's where we're getting a lot of hardship, in that people will even spend their social grant on alcohol and actually not use the money towards food and care of children, which it is sometimes supposed to be for.
This issue of underage drinking, this issue of alcohol-related advertising. As a matter of fact, we had a caller earlier on, John, who's calling on the government to increase the legal limit from 18 to 25. And I know that statement is sure to ruffle feathers in different sectors because, you and I are quite aware that youth, especially young people from the ages of 19, already have the buying power. So if you're telling me that they should wait until they reach 25, then those who benefit financially from the sale of alcohol will be losing out during that gap. So what are your thoughts on this?
I think alcohol is a social problem in South Africa, in that there's overconsumption, and it's also leading to a lot of social malaise and socio-economic problems in many people's lives. Once you start being prescriptive, it creates challenges, because you then have to say, I'm an adult, I have the right to vote, I can decide how I can consume. I think there's cleverer ways of doing it. Perhaps maybe only people who have jobs should drink alcohol, because that could also be an argument. In other countries, the age for alcohol consumption is 21, but it's never really about the age. It's about what my sister was talking about. It's about the education behind us understanding how alcohol damages our society. So it's about talking to the young people at school, and it's also about supporting the industry as well, because it is an industry, and many people will tell you that Mama no Baba had a tavern, and that's what get them and took them through school. So simply abolishing alcohol is not going to solve all our problems, but what I think is we need is more of education, and around maybe restricting access to alcohol to those who are mature enough to handle the social pressures that come along with it. And there are so many of these. And for young people, all I can say right now is focus on your future in terms of planning a life ahead and seeing how you can progress in life without having to depend on either advice from your friends or group drinking, where all of you are going into the same hole together. And no one actually is standing out and saying, you know what, this is wrong. I liked the idea which was suggested of having, peer education, where young people are going out and trying to educate other young people about the dangers of alcohol, and even young people going out and investing in an industry responsibly, because I think the industry will always say, if you pick up a bottle of alcohol, it's got it in big letters, the dangers of alcohol, how much more can you do? And that's the question the industry will always throw back and say, how much more can we do? If someone can read it in front of them and they're ignoring it, what more can they do as an industry?
All right, Gerald, please hold that thought and please stay on the line. We'll certainly touch base with you in a moment. And Clara, stop in this way, about some of these issues. Gerald. And kunale expense ukuthi ke nangabe uphuma emashingweni uya endlini futhi ke normally uyaye ukwende lokho ebusuku ekhathi kulamabili noma ke sekubuya bathakathi uyathi ke khona labathi ukuthi ke tindzaba tematekisi noma ke makhumbi kusuke sekude ngasikhathi leso kunana kulobathi ke ma-Uber nawo ma-Uber ngasikhathi leso ayadula. So just reflect that on how you could use this money paid if it were to go into your savings account. Nyalo ka carefully gcina siyabuya khona nyalo.
Yilungelo
Sanamukela ke bekunene asicubhele ke indzaba yethu namhla sikhuluma ke ngetshwala sikhuluma ke nangensha nekuthi ke ingabe insha ingayishintsha kanjani ke imicondvo yabo ekusebenziseni imali. How do they change their mindset in terms of being financial savvy? Sina chwephesha wetimali Gerald Mandiyambira ulapha elayinini siphinde sibe na Clara Monagotla ulapha South African National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. But for now, let's take our last caller sinamduduze ulapha eClermont. Sakumele lihleleni sawubona.
Yebo sawubona mfowethu.
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Ngiyaphila mntaka baba.
Khuluma nathi baba.
Nemfowethu ngifuna ukuphawula ngalo lolu daba nami. Mfowethu laba ngithi mfowethu laba abenzi bemithetho abaphethe imithetho abantu abadala abanezingane mfowethu. Ngicabanga mina ukuthi kufanele kusethwe imithetho kabusha mfowethu ukuthi umuntu oneminyaka engaka angaphuza utshwala.
So i-suggestion yakho ithini babe umuntu kumele lo mthetho ushintshe uthini bantu laba namuphi umnyaka kumele icala banathi?
Mfowethu iy'ngane zingaphuzi utshwala mfowethu. Iy'ngane ziyayiphuzela nje utshwala zenza manje nalento kuba sengathi isemthethweni ngendlela abenza ngayo.
Okay baba Mduduzi lapha eClermont siyabonga kakhulu ukusishayela. Singaqoqothi ke lihlelo Clara asesiphinde sibuyele kuwe ukuthi what is your final thoughts ngenzaba yensha yekusebenzisa imali noma ke ngemicondvo wabo ekusebenzisa imali?
Mina ngithi maba i-choice ezi-right njengomuntu omusha. Kule viki eliphelile ngoLwesihlanu besilauncha i-Kick Your Habit campaign sithi umuntu omusha ngenyaka yabasha change or even siyakuchallenge ukuthi ukhikhe leyo habit yakho if bosowuqalile ukusebenzisa idakamizwa. There's always alternatives, there's always a turnaround strategy. Qala kabusha in a clean slate. Ungasebenzisi idakamizwa or utshwala budedengu. Utshwala bupanga ukuthi buphuzwe responsibly. Imali yakho isayivele isikhathi esizayo. There'll be rainy days uzoyidinga. Yenza ukuthi ube nento wazi ukuthi kusasa mawubheke emuva wazi ukuthi leyo mali leyo azange uyimoshele ize uyisebenzisele into elungile. Investor ngemali yakho izinto ezilungile ezizokubuilda njengomuntu omusha. Ukhikhe leyo habit uncede nomunye umuntu omusha. Iza namanye ama strategies siyawafuna ukubuild ama-coalitions kwi-community yethu. Uze nama-programs sizokunceda ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi ubuild the other youth ukuthi leyo youth leyo
ngenhlanhla lembi ke seside ke sikhathi Clara kumele saseligocoda ke lehlelo. Siyabonga kakhulu Clara Monagotla from the South African National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuhlanganyela nathi namhla. Now Gerald, before we close the show, your final thoughts on how youth could secure their financial future?
Look, if you're a young person, you're consuming alcohol 50 Rand a day, that's, or let's just work with 40 Rand a day. That's 280 Rand a month. That's 1,040 to 1,040 a month. In a year, that's 12,000 Rand spent on alcohol. If you're consuming 40 Rand, with 10 of your friends, you put your money together, you could have 120,000 to start a business or do something every year. And if you're drinking even as little as 20 Rand a bottle, that's still 60,000 Rand with 10 of your friends. You could do something which generates income, which is positive for the economy. And I think that's how young people should be thinking and saying, if I was not drinking, what could I be doing to secure my future? Because sooner or later, you're not young forever. Life catches up. You will all be 35 one day, sitting and wondering where the last 10, 15 years have gone.
All right, Gerald Mondiyambira, financial planner, joining us on the line. Thank you so much for your time and for your thoughts and reflections. Siliphetha kanjalo ke lihlelo bekunene kuthiwa ke sisu sibekelwa ngaphandle asethembe ke ukuthi ke utatithatha ke licwayiso tefta namhla and save for rainy days. Many thanks to our guests for their valuable contribution to the show. From me Simpiwe Ngongane and the rest of the team, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed week. Nsale kahle.
Hallelujah. awungelakho mina